The Basel Convention was created to stop wealthy nations from dumping hazardous and toxic wastes on developing countries. Its mission is to reduce hazardous waste at the source and protect vulnerable communities. Historically, the treaty is focused on inherently hazardous materials like electronics and plastics. For electronics, it regulates when a device becomes hazardous e-waste. For plastics, it introduced strict controls so contaminated or hard to recycle waste cannot be shipped without the importing country's prior consent. Used textiles have never been classified as waste under Basel. Second-hand textiles are not hazardous, nor are they waste. But negotiators are now considering extending the treaty's scope to textiles. Every item is carefully sorted before entering the market again, often graded into hundreds of categories to meet global demand. These garments have years of wear left, slowing new production, sustaining millions of jobs, and providing affordable, quality clothing worldwide. Evidence shows chemicals and synthetic fibers diminish with use, making second-hand garments less chemically intensive than new ones. By contrast, new clothes contain more chemicals, are produced in excess, and fuel overconsumption that generates vast amounts of waste. Any restrictions on second-hand clothing create a higher risk of new clothing ending up in landfill in Africa, as the gap is filled by cheap, low-quality fast fashion. Governments also enforce strict quality controls. Kenya's Bureau of Standards, for example, rejects consignments that fail to meet national requirements. This ensures only usable garments reach the market. Second-hand clothing is a lifeline. It reduces the demand for new production, lowering the use of synthetics, chemicals, dyes, and packaging. The dream of fiber-to-fiber recycling has collapsed, but the second-hand trade has sustained a genuine circular economy for decades. Negotiators now propose applying the plastic waste model to textiles through prior informed consent. But PIC is not a simple safeguard. It requires lengthy applications, heavy lobbying, and approvals for every single container. Restricting second-hand clothing does not solve the waste crisis. Instead, it risks banning poor people in the global south from wearing clothes. The world must decide: dismantle a proven circular economy through policy colonialism, or confront the real source of the problem, fast fashion's relentless overproduction. Every single year, the manufacturing of brand new clothing pumps up to 1.7 billion tons of carbon dioxide into our atmosphere. That is nearly 10% of all global carbon emissions, more than every international flight and maritime cargo ship on Earth combined. Choosing to reuse a single garment cuts its carbon footprint by up to 85%. The most sustainable fabric isn't something newly engineered in a lab. It's the piece that's already been made,